Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Perrin. I'd like to recognize a quorum to get the Patricia A. Hannaford Regional Technical School District Annual Meeting, February 24th, the informational portion and some articles here. We've got 8 articles, actually 7 articles we'll vote on tonight, and an Article 8 which will be, we'll recess this meeting until voting on the 1st. So I'd like to recognize a quorum, and the legal voters of the Regional Technical School District are hereby warned to meet at the Hannaford Career Center, Middlebury, Vermont, in said district on February 24th, 2016 at 7 p.m. to transact and vote on the following businesses. Article 1, to elect following officers. A moderator. Do I hear a nomination for moderator?
I nominate Mark Perrin.
Mark Perrin's been nominated. Any other nominations?
I would second that nomination.
Second. Any other nominations? Hearing none, all those in favor of Mark Perrin as moderator, please say aye.
Aye.
So be it. B, the treasurer. I hear nomination for treasurer.
Nominate Jane Beck.
Jane Beck's been nominated, been seconded by Laura. Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those in favor of Jane Beck as treasurer, please say yay.
Aye.
Nay? Okay. C, clerk. Any nominations?
Linda Barrett.
Linda Barrett's been chosen as clerk, seconded. Any other nominations? Seeing none?
I would like
Follow.
to nominate Mary Ann Bearer.
Okay. Do I hear a second to that?
Second.
Okay, and second.
Who seconded that one?
Laura did. Okay. All those in favor of Linda Barrett, please say aye. And those, and nays for Linda Barrett?
Nay.
Okay. All those in favor of Mary Ann Barrett, please
Aye.
say aye. And opposed. Okay. Mary Ann Barrett is our clerk in a contested race, first in the history of the Hannaford Career Center. Thank you very much. That was exciting. Okay. To hear and to act upon the reports of the treasurer and auditors of the district. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. To hear the report, treasurer and auditor of the district. Any comments? Anything to add? Lynn, business manager?
Both of those reports are in the annual report, and the audit is available at my office, 51 Charles Avenue, for all those who would like to view it.
Okay. Anything else? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? It's been approved. Article number 3, to see if voters of said district will vote to authorize its board of directors to borrow money pending receipt of payment from member districts by the issuance of its notes or orders payable not later than 1 year from the date for the purpose of paying the sum approved by the voters. Is your pleasure?
So moved.
And moved, seconded by Laura. Any discussion? Quick explanation maybe in order, what this is?
Yes, Mr. Moderator. What we do is we borrow money for the first part of the year. The districts are paid twice, once in August, once in February. We borrow money for the first part of the year. They pay us the full sum in December, and then they borrow money for the second half.
Okay. Any questions? Seeing none, okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Article passes. Article 4, to see if the voters of the district will vote to pay a stipend to each voting member of the board of directors not to exceed $600 per member per year, stipend prorated based upon the number of warned board meetings attended.
Move to accept.
Moved by Mark Bouvier. Any second?
Second.
Second by Lynn. Any discussion? Is this is pretty standard practice, been in here each year for a number of years? I know it was in there last year. Okay. Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Article 4 is passed. Article 5, to see if voters of said district will vote to authorize its board of directors to place $74,788 of the FY15 unreserved fund balance in the building and equipment reserve fund. Pleasure, folks.
So moved.
Been moved by Jason, seconded by Laura. Do we have a quick explanation of where this money might be spent out of that reserve fund?
The district has several policies that attend to this money. The director can spend up to $5,000. The building and the facilities committee can spend up to $15,000. Each year, the facilities committee develops a list of projects and equipment that they use this money to spend, that they spend this money on. I do not know at this point the exact projects that they have in mind.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of Article 5, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Article 5 is passed. Article 6, to see if the voters of said district will vote to authorize the board of directors to use funds in the building equipment reserve fund for capital improvements and program equipment. What is your pleasure here, folks?
So moved.
I'll second
It's been moved by Mike, seconded by Mike, moved by, okay. Quick explanation here, how that differs maybe from Article 5.
Yes, so the first, Article 5 is money that is carried over from FY15. The voters of the district need to vote to retain that money in the capital reserve fund. If they do not, then that is returned to the taxpayers. Under Article 5, the members of the district did vote, but under state statute, once it's in there, those same voters need to vote that it can be expended. So Article 6 is giving the board of directors the authority to spend that money.
Great. Thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor of Article 6, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, Article 6 passes. Article 7, is there any other business proper to come before said meeting? Seeing none? This meeting will be then recessed to March 1st, 2016, on which date member district voters are further warned to vote on the article listed below by Australian ballot at their respective polling places. I will read Article 8. Shall the voters of the Patricia A. Hannaford Regional Technical School District approve the school board to expend $3,521,263, which is the amount the school board has determined to be necessary for ensuing fiscal year 2016. It is estimated that this proposed budget, if approved, will result in education spending at the Patricia A. Hannaford Career Center to be $20,430 per full-time equivalent student. This projected spending per full-time equivalent student is 1.55% higher spending for the current year. This meeting is now recessed. Thank you.
I'm gonna have a
Thanks everyone for coming. At this point, I'd like to open up the informational meeting for this coming year's budget. You have the budget in your annual report. Lynn, would you like to
Can I come forward?
come forward and do a quick presentation on the budget?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. My name's Lynn Cole. I'm the superintendent of the Patricia A. Hannaford Regional Technical School District. I'm happy to be before you tonight. The budget, as we've said within the warning, is a total of $3,521,263. This represents a increase from FY15 budget, or FY16 budget, excuse me, the present year's budget, of $24,785. That is a percentage increase of 0.71%. The tuition rate
had an increase of $211 per FTE, resulting in a 1.75% increase and representing 20,000. Going to go back to the warning so I get that correct. $20,430. That is our announced tuition for FY17, school year 2016-17. Interesting or contributing pieces to the budget. We are on our second year of a 3-year negotiated contract, and all of that's represented, both the salary increases and the increases in insurance for that, which are projected for next year. The board has proposed $13,000 in our operation budget, which will be used for extended learning opportunities, meaning summer school, meaning opportunities for younger students to participate in career and technical education via exploratory kinds of things at middle school. That $13,000 will be spent in a grant format that teachers will write proposals and submit it to a leadership team at the center to determine if those meet the goals and the objectives and the mission of the center. That is a significant piece. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward budget. We don't have any unexpected expenses. We have, as I said, put in the salary increases that are the negotiated contracts for both our teaching staff and also our staff, so our faculty and our staff. Our administrators it's a proposed increase of 3% on their salaries. I'm going to stop there and ask if there's any questions from either board members or audience or anyone. If I could direct your attention to page 21, that page is very representative of how many students are coming from each of our towns, as well as each of our supervisory unions or high schools. We primarily serve Mount Aid, Virgins, Middlebury. We get a certain number of students from Otter Valley, Fairhaven, and then kind of a mixture of other towns. It is not, well, misconception sometimes, it is not a requirement to be enrolled in a high school to attend the Hannaford Career Center. And in addition to that, we serve almost as many adult students in our community, and that budget is also represented in here. I'll go over it just a little bit. If I can find it.
15, I think.
Page what?
15.
15, thank you. 15, bottom of the page. That budget is up about 34%, and that is a good thing because what that is represented is an increase in our enrollments in our adult programs. Those are primarily, the biggest enrollment is LNA nursing certificate program, which we graduated 50 individuals during the last fiscal year. And I believe Mr. Len Schmidt, who's the director of that program, is here tonight. I believe we're on track to do about that this year.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about some of your other programs that you're offering quickly?
Offering seeing an increase in demand for building trades programs, welding, had an introduction to residential construction program that's full, and natural gas certification program that's very well attended. The tuition revenue is basically what provides the bulk of the funding for the adult programs, and that was up to $109,000 last year, and we're looking to be ahead of that for this year.
We have a significant 284% increase in teacher salary, but that's because we're hiring more teachers because we are teaching more students. So increase in adult tech ed is really a positive thing for us. Any questions on any of the aforementioned items that I've discussed? Seeing none.
Thank you, Mike. All right, provided we don't have any additional questions in regards to the budget or the operations here, we'll close this hearing. Sounds great. Thanks again for coming. Oh,
I just have one comment. I didn't mention it while you were looking at the reports, but there is an error in the date, the times that the Bridgeport polls are open. It's listed in here, it's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and we are open 7 to 7 like all the other towns.
noted. Excellent, thank
And I
you.
believe that Bridgeport was the only town that error was made on, am I correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Well, unless we have any other questions, we'll close this hearing. And thanks again for coming tonight.